happening right now. Protesters seem to be interrupting Nikki Haley at her campaign event. Let's take a listen live.
Well, see, you never come to a Dole rally, so anybody else? Say it now. Say your piece. All good? Okay. So I really want to talk about mental competency tests. I don't care if we do them for 50 and up. But the point is, we want people at the top of their game. These are people making decisions on our national security. These are people making decisions on the future of our economic policy. We want to make sure that we get this right. That's why those things matter. But we need to stop this spending, because right now Congress has become the most privileged nursing home in the country. So the way we're going to deal with our economy is, let's start by clawing back the $100 billion of unspent COVID dollars that are out there. Instead of 87,000 IRS agents going after middle America, let's go after the hundreds of billions of dollars of COVID fraud. 1 out of every $7 was spent fraudulently. If 8% of our budget is interest, quit borrowing. Cut up the credit cards. You have to balance a budget every day. I had to balance a budget as governor. Why is Congress the only group that refuses?
So you can see these two live events happening right now on your screen. Former President Trump also jumping to that podium right now. This is a live event in Manchester that's happening. So tonight we are seeing this sharper rhetoric from both Haley and Trump. And meanwhile, DeSantis is not in that state at all. For analysis on all of this, let's bring in Niall Stanage, White House columnist at The Hill. And Niall, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Good to be with you, Natasha.
I want to start with this. Nikki Haley earlier today criticizing Trump's mental fitness. This is for the first time. Apparently, he confused her with Nancy Pelosi. Let's take a quick listen to part of what she said earlier today.
Last night, Trump is at a rally, and he's going on mentioning me multiple times as to why I didn't take security during the Capitol riots. They're saying he got confused, that he was talking about something else. He was talking about Nancy Pelosi. He mentioned me multiple times in that scenario. But when you're dealing with the pressures of a presidency, we can't have someone else that we question whether they're mentally fit to do this.
Niall, why is this significant? The first time Haley is going after Trump's mental fitness.
Well, she does talk often about needing generational change in this country, which I suppose is a milder way of going after the same thing. But she's clearly getting more aggressive because she desperately needs a win in New Hampshire. If she doesn't win, it's really very difficult to see a path forward for her. Now, we do have to say, Natasha, if President Biden had said what former President Trump had said, it would be being amplified in all sorts of quarters, both in the media and on social media, by people who are trying to make light of the fact that Trump said it. That was a bad mistake that does raise legitimate questions about whether he is aging mentally as well as physically. So I think in Haley's defense, it's a legitimate issue.
I appreciate you bringing up that context. And Niall, I do want to ask with the time we have, what is going on with Ron DeSantis? He is in South Carolina now instead of New Hampshire. We're hearing he is now canceling his Sunday show appearances. Will his campaign make it to the South Carolina primary?
It's an open question, certainly. These cancellation of the Sunday show appearances is obviously something that raises more questions. We know Governor DeSantis' campaign is struggling. He obviously finished 30 points behind in Iowa. He's polling about 6% in New Hampshire, which is why he's concentrating on South Carolina. It's a very bad situation for his campaign. It looks like it's on its last legs. It would need everything to fall into place in order to get past South Carolina and on into Super Tuesday.
All right, Niall Stanage, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.